Hi, everyone. Welcome again to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
I'm Anthony.
You know, I'm getting a little excited, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody is because it's going to be the Chinese Lunar New Year in a few days. And that's why today and tomorrow we'll be looking at celebrations. This part of your magazine deals with holidays and fun days and interesting days. So we have a 2-day long lesson for you, but it's not about the Lunar New Year here in East Asia. Instead, we'll be going to Southern Europe, the country of Italy, to find out something about one of their most important celebrations.
Yeah, 对啊，刚刚老师最开场的讲说，又马上快过年，大家们很兴奋，又是到了可以疯狂玩耍的这个时间了，对不对？所以在这里的话，我们今天虽然不是要提过年，但是呢，我们可以看看其他地方全球节庆的状况。那我们今天的这个焦点呢，是带大家到意大利去。好，我们看这个标题写说 Having a wild time in Italy。好，所以我们今天的焦点是到南欧的意大利去看看他们怎么样去狂欢。
Okay.Let's look at our first sentence of the first paragraph. Italy's culture is all about living the good life. Italians are famous in Europe and in many countries around the world. As we say, they know how to live. They enjoy their lives. They have strong family ties. They cook wonderful food. Their food is famous around the world.They enjoy a little drink of wine, maybe not so little, but they work and get along with each other quite well, and they seem to know why they are living. In many countries, people are so poor or the situation is so bad that they can't enjoy life. But the Italians, certainly now anyway,They don't even need a celebration for a wild time. Their lives are based on how to relax and how to enjoy the people and the world around them.
没错，老师刚刚特别提到说这个其实意大利人他们很懂得过日子，很懂得享受生活，不管是他们生活的方式很一派悠闲的过日子，对不对？而且呢，很知道怎么做出美食。老师本身也是非常喜欢吃美食的，像美食家一样。所以呢，在意大利的话，一定会非常非常的快乐。
Okay. Now remember, this is our first day. Tomorrow we will finish up the second day of celebrations.All right, let's look at our first sentence in the first paragraph. Italy's culture is all about living the good life. We just said that. Good food, wine, and company are huge parts of everyday life. Now, company here does not mean the place where they work. It means the people around them, whether family, neighbors, friends, maybe co-workers, but it doesn't mean they're working. It means that they're socializing. They're getting together in groups, even small groups, to enjoy each other's company. Socialize, S-O-C-I-A-L-I-Z-E. S-O-C-I-A-L-I-Z-E. To socialize is to enjoy other people's company.
没错，这个字 socialize 就是我们常常英文里面会讲，中文会讲说，这个人很会 social， 但事实上在英文里面我们要用 socialize with others， 用这个词，用动词来表达这个概念 socialize 才对，就是 social 加上 I-Z-E 变动词，然后再加 with 再接其他人。在这句话里面最重要的概念就是刚刚老师所讲的 company， 如果你要指的是公司的话，至少你会讲 a company or several companies， 会有单复数的问题。但这边你会注意到 an company 什么都没有，你就知道它是一个不可数的概念，指的意思是陪伴。如果说今天你很孤单很寂寞，需要有人陪你的时候，你可以跟他讲 Hey, my friend, please keep me company， 这时候就是陪伴我的意思 keep me company， 所以知道这个字是陪伴就没有问题咯。所以整句话他说尽情享受人生呢是意大利文化的一切，它 is all about living the good life. 这边不用 a good life， 是 the good life， 代表他们对于这个好的生活、有品质生活是有一个特定的一个标准跟定义在的，所以他会讲 the good life， 就这样过活就对了。Good food, wine, and company are huge parts of everyday life. 那一定好的生活就是要有美食，要有佳酿，就是酒的意思啊，要有喝酒，还有亲友的陪伴，这就是日常生活中你美好的各个部分。
That means that when it's time to celebrate, they have to take it to a whole new level. So everyday life in Italy is living the good life.What's to complain about? But when there's a special holiday, when it's time to celebrate, they really know what to do, and they look forward to it, and you could say almost they work hard at it. They are determined to take something to a whole new level. It is to do something much more than what you would originally think. So if you're going to have a party,you're not just going to have music and popcorn. You're going to have other kinds of entertainment. You're going to have jokes. You're going to have people play together so that they will be busy and enjoying every minute of the party.
想想看平常你已经在吃大餐的人，如果说今天要好好庆祝一下啊，平常都吃很好，要怎么再庆祝？当然我们要把这个享乐再提升到另外一个档次，对不对？所以就是他们所讲的 That means when it's time to celebrate， 真的要庆祝的时候 They have to take it to a whole new level， 要把这个档次要提升到上一级。好，平常吃得很好，现在呢要庆祝的时候吃得更好。所以说在这里的话，他就会讲到这样子的一个感觉，他一定要大肆庆祝，甚至像老师刚刚所讲的，他们会用力的玩。
Yep, they increase the experience. Another verb is maximize, to take something to the highest level.Maximize, M-A-X-I-M-I-Z-E. M-A-X-I-M-I-Z-E. They will maximize their experience that is taking it to a whole new level.
没错，就是 maximize 最大化的意思。
For example, Carnival is a 2-week-long string of parties and feasts before Lent.The time when Catholics traditionally give up rich food and fun things for 40 days. The Muslims also have, I forget what they call it, but they have a holiday where they also sort of take it easy for a whole month. They're not supposed to eat in the day. They can only have a little bit to eat before they go to sleep at night, and they are very strict.In their lives. Catholics, this is 天主教. Now remember that Italy is the home of Rome and the home of the Catholic Church. The Pope, P-O-P-E, and that's 大写的 P, P-O-P-E, is the leader of the Catholic Church. The church's home is in Rome, which is also the capital of Italy. And on the Catholic calendar,They have Carnival. That's how they say it. In English, we say carnival with a different meaning. Carnival is the name of this 2-week-long holiday. It's feasting and partying and drinking and socializing every day, every night. In American English, carnival is like a place you go to watch people do strange entertainment or to see animals do tricks.
嘉年华会.
Yeah, there you go. And we pronounce the word carnival, but that's a different meaning from this carnival, which is how they say the word in Europe, especially in Italy, this very, very special time before another special time called Lent. And Lent is just the opposite of Carnival. Like I mentioned with the Muslims, you're not supposed to eat meat. You're not supposed to drink wine. And it lasts a long time. So these, except for Christmas, it's probably the most important religious holiday in the Catholic religion.
OK， 所以这边的话，我们先看一下，了解一下说，今天在意大利这个地方，他们本身是天主教的大本营，也就是说，今天在这边的话有教宗，老师刚刚提到 Pope， 那在这边他有提到两个重要的，就是刚刚的Carnival 就是指这边的狂欢节，虽然在英文里面它会这个字会念成 Carnival， 但是 Carnival 的话在这里跟在平常我们在平常提到 Carnival 的时候，它意义不太一样。这边的狂欢节是为期2周左右的这种节庆，但是这个节庆是在后面这个 Before Lent 指的是大斋节，或者是翻译成大斋期。在这 Lent 中间一共有40天，这个40天的话，你很多的那种享乐活动，吃啊喝啊都有许多的限制，然后一直延续到复活节。我去查了一下2021年的这个大斋节是从2月17号开始了，所以你知道在接下来的40天都要吃得很差，然后喝得很差，所以呢在这段时间里面一定要好好狂欢2个星期，吃饱喝足了，觉得够本了之后再去这个40天的话再去好好让自己进食一番，这样的话是比较合理的嘛。所以整句话呢就告诉你说，这个狂欢节呢 is a 2-week-long strings of parties， 会为期2周这样的 party， 还有大吃大喝，然后一直到了大斋节。这大斋节逗号 the time when Catholics traditionally give up rich food and fun things for 40 days， 所以在大斋节期间是禁止吃一大堆的这种大吃大喝的这种宴饮活动或者是玩乐活动，都要40天停机之后的话，你呢才之后到复活节的时候才会继续开始享乐。
Prior to their sacrifices for Lent, prior to means before, sacrifices to give up something. You have it, but you don't use it or you don't do it.That is a sacrifice, and we're talking about not eating rich food, not enjoying your wine, not enjoying socializing. During Lent, you're not supposed to do those things. So Italians have many traditional ways to live it up. We were just talking about celebrations. Living it up is to party.
没错 live it up 好，很多时候你会听到这种说法，指的就是好好的享乐狂欢或者开派对。所以在我们在碰到大斋节要好好的进食啊，这些享乐东西都没有之前，一定要好好狂欢一下的嘛。所以他就说 Italians have many traditional ways to live it up.
Well, let's take a break before we go on and find out more about the Italian celebration.All right, the second paragraph. The Venice Carnival is probably the best example of Italy's carnival season. So there are many cities in Italy. We mentioned Rome before. That's the largest and the capital. It is a city with great history in arts and science, and it's a place you would want to go to if you really want to experience carnival.OK，
老师刚刚提到不管是艺术啦或者是科学啦，都是来自于这个 Venice。 好，他这边提到了在威尼斯的嘉年华呢，或许是意大利狂欢时候最佳的一个典范呢。要提到这个话，不能不提到威尼斯的嘉年华。
It's noted for its masquerade balls, feasts, and public performances, including street entertainment, parades, children's games, and even fireworks shows.It means the Carnival in Venice. A masquerade ball. A ball is a formal dance. A ballroom is where you go for these formal dances. We have still some ballrooms here in Taipei. Masquerade means you wear a mask, M-A-S-K, just for fun. And they are very artistic, and they're part of this Venice Carnival.Feasts, my favorite, eating good, rich food and lots of it. Public performances. So people, this is today usually called street art or street performance, including, here it is, street entertainment. So bands will play for people, and dancers will dance to music. Parades, children's games. things designed for children to do and have fun, and fireworks. And we're no strangers to fireworks here in Taiwan.
没错，所以在这边的话，你看到 it's noted for 就是 it's famous for 就是他们非常非常以后面这些事情而闻名的，其中包括像是 masquerade balls 就是那种化妆舞会啊，好很多晚宴啦，还有公共的这些表演活动啊 including street entertainment 街头的表演啊 parades 好，那是一定晓得的是游行啊，小朋友的玩耍还and even fireworks shows 好，这个 fireworks 这个一定会加上 s 只要提到烟火相关的这种烟火表演秀，你可以说 fireworks shows.
People prepare traditional snacks for Carnival, and this is true for most celebrations or holidays around the world. Special foods, 粽子. What is the holiday?
那个端午节
Right. 端午节英文
叫做那个 Dragon Boat Festival.
Yeah, there we go. Dragon Boat Festival, usually in May or June. And you're supposed to eat zongzi for it. In many Christian countries in the West, Christmas, they will cook a goose or a turkey, sometimes a duck, as the main center of a large meal. Halloween, people will have cookies and candy to give children. So many celebrations or festivals have special foods designed especially for that particular time. In Italy, they have deep-fried pastries. That's not so good for your health, but they sure do taste good. If you think of a donut, most donuts are deep-fried. That's a good example. And here in Taiwan, we deep fry a lot of food. Don't eat too much of it, but it sure tastes good. And other desserts. So we have ice cream, we have cookies, we have cake, we have pie. I can go on and on and on.
老师也是美食专家哎，太酷了啦！哈，事实上，你刚刚提到这个甜甜圈的话，就是一个油炸的这种糕点甜点很有名的一个例子嘛，对不对？所以他这边这句话就讲说了，他说 People prepare traditional snacks 就是小点心 for Carnival, especially deep-fried pastries and desserts. 尤其是这些油炸过的一些糕点啦、甜点啦，更是如此。虽然不是很健康，但吃起来真好吃。
Aside from being delicious, fried pastries date back to a time when families didn't have their own ovens. The same in Taiwan. Very few people in Taiwan have an oven which is used to bake our cakes, and we call them baked goods for a good reason. We bake things in the oven. But if you don't have that, then you can use oil, of course, vegetable oil. Very hot, and then you deep fry foods. It's still very, very good to eat. And fried treats were the easiest snacks to cook at home. Anywhere. If you have oil and you have fire, then you can deep fry. Deep fry means the food goes into the oil, so there's a lot of oil there. If you have just a little bit of oil in a pan, then we call that frying, F-R-Y.
所以 deep fry 就是油炸，就把它整个放在油里面去炸，而不是说只放一点点油，然后慢慢去煎啊等等，这种是不太一样的哦。所以这句话他讲说 ，aside from being delicious， 不只是好吃 ，fried pastries date back to 就是可以一路追溯到 to a time when families didn't have their own ovens。以前他们没有那些烤炉的时候，他们如果要做一些油炸小点心，那是他们唯一比较方便做的。And fried treats were the easiest snacks to cook at home. 在家最适合就是做这种小点，因为没有烤炉，只好用这种方式去庆祝节庆。
We've been talking about snacks so long. Let's take a break and get something to eat. Okay, our last paragraph now. The modern event, and that means the modern Venice Carnival, began back in 1974.
OK， 在最后一段这个地方，他提到说，现在版的嘉年华会呢，是从1974年开始的。
Since then, since 1974, the Venice Carnival has become an international celebration that brings in tourists from around the world, and that's what international means.
没错，然后自从这个1974年开始以来 since then 不要忘记了，因为是从那个时间开始到现在，所以我们的时态呢要用现在完成式。The Venice Carnival has become an international celebration， 这边帮我画起来 has become， 然后牵到那个前面的 since then， 这样你就会有一个印象。That brings in tourists from around the world， 它会每年都会聚集许多来自世界各地的这种观光人潮。
It's the most well-known of Italian carnivals. It, of course, is the Venice Carnival, but it is certainly not the only noteworthy event of the season, ... And in day 2 tomorrow, we'll tell you more about these other noteworthy, these famous or worthwhile events of the Carnival season.OK,
所以最后一句话就说 It is the most well-known of Italian carnivals. 好，在里面所有东西是最值得一提，就是我们今天所讲的这个威尼斯嘉年华会。但是呢 But it is certainly not the only noteworthy event of the season. 但是它绝对不会是唯一一个值得提的。Noteworthy 就是值得一提，值得去好好介绍的活动。所以我们在 Day 2里面，我们还会介绍其他有关的活动。
That's it for Day 1, today's lesson.Stay with us, please, tomorrow, and we'll finish talking about the Italian celebrations. Till then,
bye-bye.